Welcome to the next business segment. And today we have my good little friend, Tyreek Hall. No, he's not
Hey.
little. He's a big guy. And Tyreek is from Millennia Travel Agency, and he's going to tell us a little bit about himself. So again, this is a program that we're interviewing or we're hearing a little bit from different business owners of some of the things they're doing and how we can benefit from the things they're doing, and also sharing some little tips about how they've overcome some challenges, how they have you know some of their success stories, and also some little tips on you starting your business, or if you are maybe in business and maybe this tip is for you too. So today we have Tyreek, as I said, Tyreek Hall, and Tyreek is going to tell us a little bit about himself. So Tyreek, welcome to the program, and let's hear a little bit about you before we talk about Millennia.
All right. So, as Coach introduced me, my name is Tyreek. I'm 26 years old, and I have been a part of this business from the inception. I'm recently married. I'll be celebrating my second anniversary in March. So, yeah, that's just a tidbit about myself.
Wonderful. And what role are you playing at Millennia?
Currently, I'm in the position of office manager.
Okay. So, Tarek, tell us a little bit what inspired. I know your parents would have started this business, but tell us the story behind it.
All right, so Millennia Travel was started about 13 years ago. The vision was, so my mom, she used to work at an airline and she got an offer to work at a travel agency. She accepted the offer, and when she moved over to the travel agency, she was unaware at the time that they'd be placing her on commission. So when she moved over to the travel agency, as compared to working at the airline, a travel agency is, hey, you got to go out and get your customers, secure your customer base. So that first month that she was there, her salary was essentially 6,000 Guyana dollars based on what she did for the month. So, that kind of broke her spirit in a sense. She was saying that, she can't do this and she don't think that this is for her and so on. After that, she just had a drive, and she was supported by my father. I was in primary school at the time, I think grade 5 or grade 6 actually. And she was supported by my dad, and she stayed at that company for about a year and a half to 2 years, actually. And within that time, her customer bases grew to such an extent that, she was comfortable in the role. And that prompted my dad now to say, well, hey, he was running his own business at the time too. So that prompted him now to say, well, hey, given that, this is working for you, I think that, you know what, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. So he closed his business. He had internet cafe and game shop. So he closed his business and he was walking on Regent Street, just looking for a spot to rent to just start his own thing. So, he was telling me that, he spent all day in town just walking down Regent Street and he ended up at the City Mall where we are currently. And he found this little spot and, he went, he talked to the persons and he was able to secure the spot. Within a month or two, everything was set up and he was in there with no knowledge of the business, but he was in there. And that was in 2012. He was in there and he was handling walking clients. So he didn't know much about the system. So when somebody came in, he would call mom and get the information while she was still at the other company. And then she decided to make the big jump. And she said, you know what? I'm going to resign from here and I'm going to fully be in my own office. And the rest is history. Here we are.
Wonderful. I know, sometimes all of us, this story from where we came from and how we get there, it's just interesting, and few people I would hear leaving their jobs to come into something not sure what's gonna happen. But this take that bold step, the risk, and then make it happen, right? And
Right.
indeed, we could see this company been existing for so many years now and doing so well. So, Tyreek, I know that it would have been your parents, as I said, started this business. Now you are pretty much running this business here. Tell us
Yeah.
about, as a owner of this business too, what might be one or some of your challenges, that some unique challenge that you may have, and how you've overcome it, or maybe during your parents' time of running, what are some of the challenges you guys are having, and how have you overcome that?
All right, so the first challenge we had essentially in starting this business is that they have a lot of naysayers. They were saying that, this industry of being a travel agent would be a dying industry. In the next couple of years, everybody could just hop online and book a ticket or just book their vacation or whatever. And the amount of time that we have been around, we've proved that to be wrong because a lot of persons don't have the time, the know-how, or the expertise to actually sit and plan and what? So they say, hey, I'm going to leave you in charge of this, and this is what I want you to do for me. Now, that was like in the beginning, so that created some amount of doubts for my mom, especially, but with our support, she pushed through it, and here we are. Now, since I have came into the business, the biggest challenge with travel is that travel changes every day. The most recent example is that the issue that we have in with our neighboring country where they had that whole thing on Saturday morning that caused all the flights from the US to here and from here to the US to be grounded. So essentially I had so many families coming back for school and so on. And it's like now I got them stuck in the States. We had to start looking for hotels, accommodation, rerouting flights, and so on. So I would say that's the biggest challenge is that the industry is an ever-changing industry and it could change in a matter of seconds, whether it's a visa regulation, like the US just implemented with Antigua, visa regulation. Look at COVID. COVID caused the entire industry to be shut down for in Guyana, especially for in excess of 8 months. So that is just one of the biggest things that we face currently.
How did you guys manage through some of these challenges?
The biggest challenge for us, I would say within the last couple of years would have been COVID, because the business is our primary source of income. So with my mom being in the business, my dad being in the business, and myself, and all of us living in the same house, is the airport's closed, nobody traveling, we're not earning an income. We were able to overcome this, by family planning and, just supporting each other. We came together in our time of need to just be there for each other. In terms of travel, how we overcome all these ever-changing issues that we have to stay up to date with everything that's going on. I was unaware of what was going on. That was the first call that I got Saturday morning that woke me up actually. Hey, I'm at the airport. I can't come home. My flight is grounded. And I'm like, oh my, what's going on? What's going on? And that is what woke me up. So I was up and into action. I was like, okay, this is what we gotta do. If you don't have any accommodation, we're gonna work on it. So it's just that you have to be on the ball and just be responsive. And just if you have that support, everything is gonna be okay.
Yeah. And to hear people can call you and you're up tells me also, your liability, that you guys are there for your clients. Tell us, Tyreek, what are some, we're talking about a travel agent, but as an agency, but what else are some of the other things that you guys do, at Millennia?
Right. So the services that we offer range for everything travel, whether it be ground transportation, hotel accommodations, flights, cruises, and visas. We handle everything in-house. So from the minute your vacation starts, we could arrange an air dash for you to the airport. So you don't have to worry about that transportation. You have somebody there, they take you all the way through. We can have somebody on the ground waiting to pick you up when you get to your destination to transport you to the hotel. Your hotel would already be booked. So when you get there, it's just easy to check in. And we could even have your tour packages and everything booked beforehand. So a complete vacation package with everything arranged for you, so you have no worries.
Awesome. What else do you guys do?
Well, we sell magic, is what we would say. So that is how we tend to phrase it. But yeah. So besides just travel, we say we sell experiences because it's I'm looking for the right word. It's so common when somebody comes back and tell you how much fun they had or how great their experience was. It's like, you know what, I was responsible for this time that they shared with their family or this experience that they had. And I will always be a part of that memory that they now have. So besides just travel, I would say we sell experiences and we help to build that magic.
So even I know that not only travel, because many times people think travel is flying only. I do know that you also do cruises. You help people with their vacation package with cruise.
Right. So yeah, we do cruises. We're an official partner with Royal Caribbean. So we sell for them. We also do cruises for other companies, but we would prioritize Royal Caribbean because we share the experience with them to say that, we have been there, so we are able to properly say, hey, this is the amount of fun that you're gonna have. They're gonna cater to your every need. From the time you step on that ship, it's like you're in vacation mode. You have nothing to worry about, and we would make sure that everything is perfectly for you. So yeah.
And what about the visa processing aspect?
So for visa applications, we process visa applications for anywhere in the world. And if it's a case whereby we've never done it, we would research how to do it so that we could properly do it for you. So US visas, Canadian visas, Thailand visas, the UK ETAs, everything we handle. So let's say, hey, I want to go to Thailand, for example. I sent a few customers there recently. We don't know anything about there. We need to get there. We need the visas. We need the hotels. We need everything. We were able to accommodate them, get everything done. So they had no worries.
Awesome. And Derek, I know that, for every businesses, there are values. There are some core values that people operate by. What about Millennia? What are your core values there, and how does that influence your decisions as you interact with your customers?
So I would say our core values are integrity, reliability, and customer care. We believe in doing things the right way, even if it takes more time or effort. This helps to guide our every decision that we make. So we just always want to be there. We don't just sell tickets, we build relationships. Like I was telling you, it's all about the experience. So our aim is to make you feel confident, informed, and supported.
Oh, I like that. You must be feel supported. And I
Right.
could say that even as a somebody who uses your agency, that call and even I could recall sometime I was in Singapore and some hour with all the time difference, we were able to get some support of some problems, some of our colleagues were having traveling. And I
Right.
imagine how many stories like that you may have of how, on this journey that, these success stories, and tell us about one that stands out for you.
All right, so this one is, um, I think what I would say within the first year of us starting the business, we had some clients, they were in the US and they were having some issues with the flights. And it was at about 12:30 in the morning. I wasn't fully in the business yet, but they were able to call my mom. And I remember us having to pack up, leaving home and going down to the office at 12:30 in the night to open the office to get that done for them, just so that they were able to make it to their function. And they were so appreciative of what we did. It's like persons come and they would always bring a little gift, a little token, and so on. And it's like, we don't do it for that. We just do it to do for you, for us to say, for you to say that, you know what, I had a great experience with these persons and I'm willing to come back here. And these are my travel agents.
So yeah, and I can imagine you have a lot of other stories of, how many people that you
Oh,
would help in so many situations.
so much more. It's like you can't pick which one to speak about. But that one always stands up to me. It set the precedence for me as to how far I have to go for my clients and my customers. It's like, you know what? We had to pack up. I was still in school, so was my sister. And she put us in the car and said, hey, we gotta go. We gotta go look after these persons. I remember being there till about 3 o'clock in the morning just to make sure that they were able to make it to their function.
Awesome. Indeed. So it is, that sacrifice. And I know that, people want to do business with people who care about them and their needs. And that is exactly, what you will get from Millennia, that people who want to make sure you're taken care of. So, Tarek, other than some of the things you shared, what you guys do and how you do it, tell us why should we come to your travel agency? Why use you?
Excellent question. So, like I was saying earlier, we don't just sell travel, we sell experiences. So when you come to us, it's not, hey, we're gonna just book this ticket and send you along the way. We are there with you every step of the journey. For example, currently I am planning travel for a group in May for a 50th birthday. And we are going through so much. I'm making sure that the hotel is set. I'm booking all their tours. So I'm even planning a few surprises. I don't want to put it out there just yet, but that is what we do. We sell an experience, and that is why we have persons coming to us. Booking a flight is not travel. A lot of people think vacation is, oh, I'm going to book a flight to the US and I'm just going to go stay with my family. That is not vacation. So we aim to sell that experience, that magic, and build that relationship with the client for them to go out there and say, hey, when I went on this trip with my family, I had so much fun. And Tyreek from Millennia Travel is responsible for it, or Wanda from Millennia Travel is responsible for it. And that is what we aim for.
I love that. I love that. So, guys, it's the experience. And, indeed, sometimes people think that going on a plane, that is a vacation. But
Right?
experiencing the place and all of that. And you have somebody here, if you reach out to Tyreek, he's going to help you. Hey, did you try this? Do you want to do this? Do you know you can do this? Why not do this? And so you'll get ideas. Some of the businesses sell products. This is a service. And I'm thinking, sometimes we want to purchase something for someone's birthday or you want to celebrate something. And I'm thinking, why not purchase a package, and go somewhere and that's the gift for, that there's so many
Actually,
options.
on that note, right, we do offer gift vouchers. So if it's a case where you don't know where the person wants to go or you don't know what they would like to do, you could come into us and say, hey, I want to dedicate 200,000 towards this person's travel, and we would prepare a gift voucher. So when that person presents that voucher to us, they now have that money towards their next travel.
Hmm, amazing. So there's so many options, right? And it's innovative now. It's just not about coming and book a flight, but you have a team here that can help you in all arrangements from your home to the airport to the pickup to even sightseeing or whatever aspect. If it's kids, they're gonna help you. What is the right thing to do when you get there? So
Right.
Terry, for sharing that. And, this is the idea is how do we keep upskilling? How do we keep growing in our innovative minds and what we can offer to our clients? So, Tariq, if you were to give one advice to any aspiring entrepreneurs, who's starting their business now or who have been in the, what advice would you give them?
The number one thing I would say to anybody is to be patient and have a good support system because I saw what my parents went through, and if they didn't have each other to be there, to just support one another, it would have been rough. Because many times it's like, okay, you now start the business, oh, the phone's not ringing, or this not happening, or you have this expectation of, okay, I'm doing this, so now people are gonna start coming to me. but it's you now involved in building that business. You have to be patient, be consistent, and just have a great support system.
Hear that, guys? Patience. Yes, you gotta be patient and persistent to keep at it and keep going. And believing that you can make it, and do the work. There's no believing, but do the work. I know that Wanda and Disu would have done the work. They work really hard. And now Tariq is there managing this. He sees also, I think he saw it even from before as a child, what it entails, and willing to put in the work to make a business grow and successful. So Terry, tell us, how do we contact you guys at Millennia to for any of these services that you are offering there? Either the agency, or to book a vacation package, or to maybe we need a visa for somewhere, and indeed it's like a whole long work to actually go fill up all this form. I just think give Tyree the work, let he do it all the headache.
Well,
And
you're
so
speaking from experience, eh?
yes, I'm speaking from experience. So Tyreek helps with that. I could take back that time and actually do something more worthwhile, as in, with all the work that I have to do, than sit and fill in five of us, five application form. And oh boy, there's so much time. So I'm
Right.
glad that Tyreek have this option now that, he can help me with that while I focus on other, important areas of my life. So Derek, tell us, how do we contact you?
All right, so you can get us on our office numbers, which are 225-7354 or 231-7354. That's 225-7354 or 231-7354. You could also contact us via our Facebook page, TikTok, or even Instagram. It's Millennia Travel Agency. And you can even get us at Millennia Travel Agency at yahoo.com. That is Millennia Travel Agency.
Awesome. So you guys hear how you can get them? Go on now. I mean, it's beginning of the year. You might have your vacation coming up. And what's your plans? Where do you want to go? And there's so many options that you can go, around this world here and experience so many different things.
Right?
So
Vacation is not just to the US or Canada.
yes. So there's a whole other part of the world that is available. But let Tariq be the guide for you on that, and advise you what do you do and how you can do that, and let him help you to make it possible. So guys, reach out to Tariq. Tariq, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing, about the business, and also giving us some of those tips. We love to hear those stories, those success stories that your business is having. And we want to wish you continued success in, as you grow and take over fully this business and take it to the next level. So take care, and we appreciate you. And is there any closing remarks that you want to give before we close off?
All right. I just want to say thank you for having me. Um, yeah. Oh, one thing I wanted to add concerning the visa process is that everything is a one-stop shop. So we handle all the payments, even dropping off your passport, picking it up, getting it back to you. We can handle everything. So you don't have to stand in any line at the bank to make any payment. The only thing is if you have an interview at the embassy, I can't attend that for you, unfortunately. However, once your interview is successful, I pick up your passport. I can arrange to get it back to you. So, one-stop shop. So you don't have to worry about anything.
Isn't that amazing? Especially for busy people like us. But yes, thank you so much, Tariq. And as guys, as you know, this is our strategic club sessions. We are interviewing our business owners and that are there, working feverishly on their business to make it better and keep growing. And if you want to be part of this club that we have, you can contact me, and let us arrange a session with you, or come actually join us, join Tyreek and the others as they learn and grow together, and then mentor each other and learn from each other. but we welcome you, to come on board and let's make this happen also for you. So, Tyreek, again, thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful day, evening. Enjoy.
All right, you too.